Hello, and welcome to your random dose of mind-body science, brought to you by Ishar. I'm Ryan Castle, and I'm very excited to share our archive with you today. Today's random scientific study is published by PLOS One, a peer-reviewed journal that focuses on medicine and science. Now, I really like this journal. It's open access, which I agree with philosophically. It has a very respectable impact factor of 2.8, and was founded by Patrick Brown, Michael Eisen, and Nobel laureate Harold Varmus. The article that we're looking at today is titled The Effects of Mind-Body Therapies on the Immune System, a Meta-Analysis. I always get very happy when I see that term, meta-analysis, along with systematic review. These types of studies actually research the research of other studies, looking for bigger trends and more accurate conclusions. They're kind of like the gold standard of research, and when they're actually focused on mind-body studies in medicine, they really are worth their weight in gold. This study wanted to find out what effect, if any, mind-body practices had on inflammation and your immune system. Now, this is a very, very exciting premise, for reasons that I'll get into a little bit later in the video. But before I go any further, let's go ahead and jump to isharonline.org so we can take a look at this study that I'm talking about.
Here we are on isharonline.org, and here's that study. We've got all the usual goodies, bibliographic info, links to the original article, citation formatting for papers or Wikipedia, and so on. This paper doesn't seem to have any tags, which makes it a little tougher to contextualize, but hey, no one's perfect. For now, let's focus on the abstract, which will give us an overview of this study. Their main objective, which is helpfully highlighted right here, was to discover the effect of mind-body therapies on the immune system, specifically responses to inflammation and viruses. They reviewed 34 different studies, encompassing over 2,200 people, gathered from 4 major medical databases. So this was really a pretty expansive overview. Researchers tested the participants for chemical traces of inflammation and infection, which are called markers or biomarkers. The main marker for inflammation is called C-reactive protein, followed by interleukin-6 and tumor necrosis factor alpha. Participants used mind-body practices like Tai Chi, Qigong, meditation, or yoga over the course of at least 4 weeks. At the end of that period, their markers were tested against their original levels. The researchers found that the CRP levels, the number one indicator of inflammation and infection, had dropped significantly, and that IL-6 had also decreased, although to a lesser degree. Just as important, mind-body practices improved the immune system's reaction to vaccines. Interestingly, the practices didn't seem to affect the resting immune system. Researchers aren't really sure what exactly that means. So, what does all of this mean? Let me just briefly explain why I sound so excited by these results.
So, this large-scale analysis of dozens of studies clearly showed that mind-body practices over, honestly, a short amount of time, significantly improved the body's response to inflammation and vaccination. We can all understand the benefits of getting more protection with fewer negative side effects from vaccines. But why do I keep bringing up inflammation? Because even if you have never really heard much about it, inflammation is probably the biggest single factor in your health throughout your entire life. High levels of inflammation have been shown to increase rates of heart disease, cancer, diabetes, bowel disease, Alzheimer's, and many more illnesses. And this study shows, in addition to bolstering the effects of vaccinations, mind-body practices actively lowered inflammatory markers, and that decreases your chances of contracting these terrible illnesses in the first place. Now, there are countless benefits to practices like meditation or Qigong, but what this article shows is hard scientific evidence of one of the ways that they can improve and even prolong your life. So, with all of that in mind, I really hope that you got something out of today's random dose of mind-body science. Please keep in mind that this is just one out of tens of thousands of articles on Ishar about integrative health. I hope that you'll use our archive to educate yourself and others, and to learn that science and integrative medicine are allies. If sometimes bickering ones. Ishar will be coming out with more random doses soon, and please, please, like and share if you enjoyed this video. Thank you.